Okay, so today we're going to be making something we call the PARSI PORO. It is a staple breakfast item for Parsis. Essentially, poro means an omelette, and in the omelette we're going to be using, of course, eggs, coriander, green chilies, onion, and a tomato. And in the spices we're going to be using salt, chili powder, turmeric, ginger, and garlic. The staples of Indian food, as I call it. All right, so we're now going to continue with the prep and then proceed to make the poro or omelette. Okay, so the prep for the omelette, or the pora as it is called, for the Parsi style omelette is done. We've chopped up the coriander, the tomatoes, the chilies, and the onions. You will notice we only used half of the tomato and half of the onion because we're working with 3 eggs and we don't want to overpower the thing. So yeah, use your judgment based on the number of eggs that you're using, and the same applies to all these ingredients here. There's no fixed recipe. It's absolutely based on your taste. Obviously, salt is common. Chili powder, how spicy you want to make it. Same goes for the green chilies over here. Depending on what you can stand as far as hotness goes in your mouth, you judge from that. Ginger garlic is very common. That's again something we sort of go by hunch on how much eggs and stuff is there. Turmeric is the one that you got to be like really careful about, because turmeric is a very aromatic spice. It's extremely good for your body, but if you overdo it in a dish, and I've done that several times in the past, it really screws up the dish. So just be very careful how much turmeric you use. Okay, so on with the rest of the omelette business. Okay, so we've got the eggs out of the shell, and I just want to mention this particular tiny frying pan, which my wife prefers because it's just right for an omelette size for one person, and she likes to make it in that. If you prefer, you could make it in a bigger frying pan and spread it out and all that kind of stuff. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're adding in about a tablespoon of, no, teaspoons of garlic.
Another teaspoon of ginger.
Teaspoon of ginger in there. Now the tricky turmeric. I'm going to show them how tiny the spoon is. Yeah. And you just add that much.
Because we have green chilies.
Yeah, because we have green chilies, we're sort of using half a teaspoon of red chili powder. And of course, salt is something that's very individual, so it's salt to taste.
Another half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon in this case. And all the stuff goes in. Back home, my mom used to be very careful about how much tomato we added, because the tomato tends to break up the omelette.
Olive oil.
Okay, so we're pouring in just a bit of olive oil, and we'll get the fan going full power. Okay, so the frying pan's being heated up on medium. Okay, so the oil seems to be ready, and we're ladling in just enough to cover the bottom of the frying pan. Put a tiny little cover on top of it, and the heat is now medium-low. We're going to wait it out a bit. And there the omelette is coming along. Alright, so we flipped the omelette over, and this side looks really nicely done, and that's sort of the color you want. Some people like the omelette to be really dark, and some people don't. So for me, I think this is a very attractive color. Oh God. Okay, so here we are. We've plated the whole thing. Of course, this is only one the omelette from only one egg. It's not from all the three. The way we usually have it is with a chapati. It can also be had with bread as a sandwich. Also as a rolled into the chapati. This was something that our parents would do when we were going on a trip or on a picnic somewhere. That was the quick and easy breakfast to take along with us, or even lunch. The onions and tomatoes are just a personal preference. I like them with my poro, even though the poro has both of them. I just like the extra taste of it. And the only other thing missing for most Parsis would be a bit of ketchup. We like ketchup with quite a few things, including eggs and poras. Okay, folks, so that's the Parsi style omelette, and we hope you enjoyed watching it.